Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Okay, I just finished eating some chickpea pasta. I was not going to come back on here this evening, but something came across my mind when I was cooking my dinner. So let me tell you what happened. Today, I was really wanting something like tomatoey, maybe spicy, with a lot of seasonings, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know what to cook, what to eat. I didn't know what to do. So I'm like in the kitchen going crazy. I'm opening up the refrigerator, opening up the cabinets. I'm going back to the other refrigerator in the back of the house. I'm going to the freezer on the other side of the house. And I'm just going from both refrigerators to both freezers, and I'm going crazy. Texting my husband, everything, the whole 9 yards. I was just having a moment. And something told me, you got to calm down, because when you're like this is when you make mistakes. This is when you allow yourself to eat garbage. It had gotten so bad that I was about to call, I'm trying to get on Instacart. They're telling me a 4-hour wait. Like, I'm really going crazy. It's not that we didn't have food, but I wanted something quick to eat, Then I said, okay, French fries. Okay, I didn't have enough red potatoes to make enough French fries for me, for everybody. Okay, so that was a bummer. But as I'm trying to prepare my dinner, and I'm thinking, so I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to prepare me some tomato sauce with my tomatoes, and a little olive oil and some seasoning, pesto, all this stuff, right? So I can have it fresh. And I said, and then I have some chickpea pasta. Okay, there's my pasta, there's my stuff that I'm gonna cook. And then I got into the vegetables. I said, okay, we gotta have some vegetables with this. Even though chickpeas and the meat that I also put in the chickpea pasta was nut meat. And nut meat is made out of nuts, walnuts, okay? But then when I started thinking about my vegetables, right? I had a bag of corn that I had cut fresh off the stalk. And I had some, what is those over there? Green beans that I had cut fresh, back in the summer. I throw all this in the summertime. I prepare for the winter. So all these vegetables was in my freezer, right? And the reason why I do that is because of this. Follow with me. And I thought that if I think this way, I should tell you guys, right? I shouldn't, this is not fair. So the reason for all the frozen fruit bagged up in my fridge from my garden this summer, the reason for the vegetables that's bagged up from the garden this summer, this is why. We have something that is on, well, I can't say on the fruit, but that the bags are made of, that the frozen fruit is in. So I need you guys to really focus and follow with me here. So it's disturbing to me, because I don't know why they do the things that they do to us, because it doesn't have to be this way. But anyway, one of the chemicals that I wouldn't say not chemical, it's the product that the bag is made of. It's called one of them is polyethylene, polyethylene, Polyethyllene, polyethylene, which is called PP number 5, okay? Now, that is a plastic. They use that plastic to make, the automotive industry uses it a lot, okay? Outdoor furniture is made of that. Toys, luggage, cars, motors, car parts, things that we need, any type of plastic, okay? That's the polyethylene is in that, okay? But it's also in our bags that we have our frozen veggies in, and it contributes to cancer, okay? The polyethylene, the PP number 5, contributes to cancer. Now, let me give you another one. The other one is the PET number 1, okay? That is, the name of that is polypropylene, polypropylene, okay? That's in water bottles. I'll just leave it at that. It's in water bottles, and it's also in our water bottles are made of that. I'm trying to get this together for you guys. Our water bottles is made of that, and the plastic that our vegetables come in is made of that. You know, when you see those veggies in the grocery store, 10 for 10, okay, this is what you got. This is what they're made of. Now, the PET number 1, PET number 1 is the polypropylene, all right, which our water bottles is made of that, all right? Now, the water bottles always say BPA free, which they're BPA free, but it won't ever say PET free, PET number 1 free, because you can't make it without that. Y'all follow me? Follow me now. So the PET number 1, the side effects from that is stunted growth, reproductive issues, low energy levels, hormonal imbalances, body balance issues, inability to process stress, and inability to think clearly, okay? Brain fog. So we just have to understand, and and let me say this, a lot of times when you guys research things, you can't just research it one time. It may take you weeks and months to really get to what don't ever research something. Let's just say if you want to research something, why is the sky blue? And you Google that and it tells you why is the sky blue. You can't stop at that. If it tells you why the sky is blue, if it tells you, oh, the sky is blue because of, I'm gonna give you an example. The sky is blue because of X, Y, and Z. Okay, why does X, Y, and Z make the sky blue? So you have to keep going with that thing, okay? You can't just give up the first time you Google something. Oh, I Googled that and it didn't say this. It's always more to it, okay? It's always more to it, and that's what we have to understand. And I just thought that this was very important to let people know. Now, listen, everybody can do what they want. Feed your kids what you want. You have to do what you have to do. But I just think that it's good to prepare yourselves in the summer for the winter. Wherever you can grow something at, you can grow things in your homes as well. You can grow things in your home. You can get you a good gnat spray. Start researching this stuff now because it's the winter time. Google on how to start your in-home gardens. You can actually have a garden inside your home. You know, if you have to set it up in your dining room in a corner, get you some grow lights. Get when the springtime come, put you some buckets out so that you can get the actual rainwater so that you can water your vegetables with. You have to start somewhere. If it ain't nothing but tomato plants you want to start growing, start those. You can grow beans in the house. You can grow tomatoes in the house. You can't grow corn, but you at least want to buy the corn. If you're going to eat corn, buy it where it's already on the stalk, cut it off yourself, wash it off, and put it in some frozen Ziploc baggies. Start because in the wintertime, it's cold out in some states. You don't want to go outside. You have to eat. So stock your veggies up. You know, go to the dollar store. You know, try to get you some good freezer bags. You know, and the thing about it is we can only do what we can do, because everything that we touch now, everything that we eat is just about an issue. But you can still get around some things. We can't get around everything, but we can do our best. We can do our best to get around as much as we can. As much as we can. What we can't get around, we just can't get around. But for the simple things, you know, like growing tomatoes and certain things that we know we can grow, not eating white rice, just eating wild rice. And we also have to understand that, get out of the mindset of cooking everything quick, because just like I told you about those frozen veggies, what the bags are made of, I see a lot of those frozen veggies now where I call them lazy bags, where you can actually pop a bag of vegetables in a microwave and they're ready in like 5 minutes, I guess. So I've already told you about the PP number 5, the PET number 1. Can you imagine now heating it up in the microwave on top of, so you're going to put it in the microwave. You're going to put the lazy bags in the microwave, which the microwave is taking all the nutrients out of the food. So now you're going to have the lazy bag of veggies in the microwave, which has the PP number 5 and the PET number 1 made, that the bag is made of. You're going to throw that in the microwave and put radiation all on it. And then just because it's quick and just because you're tired, you're going to give that to your kiddos. You're going to give it to your kids just because you don't feel like getting some corn from the grocery store and cutting it off. You don't feel like popping beans like we had to do when I was growing up in the kitchen. You don't want to get carrots and wash them off real good and clean them off real good and chop them up and freeze them for your kids. It's very inexpensive, but it's also time consuming. And a lot of people nowadays don't want to put in that time. You know, we'll put in time for everything else. You know, like we'll put in time to party. We'll put in time to go get our nails done. We'll put in time to go get our hair weave on. And I am a licensed cosmetologist. I know how long it takes to do a full set of manicure and pedicure, a full set of nails. I know how long it takes to get a weave done. I know how long it takes to get lashes on. I used to do all of that. And so cooking and prepping a good meal for your kids is about the same amount of time or less. So we just have to research. We have to get out of the way that we're thinking now. We have to change up some things, change our lifestyles. And if we don't want to do it for us, do it for your, as a mom, we should do us before our children. You know, take care of yourselves so that you can be around for your kids, okay? So that your kids won't bury you too soon. You know, we all want to try our best, just try our best to be around to see our kids graduate high school, go to college if that's what they choose to. If not, that's fine. Get a husband or get a wife, have our grandbabies, even to see our great-grandbabies, because we don't have to die dead. And I say that all the time. We don't have to die dead. We don't have to die hooked up to all these machines and hooked up to all these little beeps behind our heads. Beep, 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 beep. That's the way it sounds when you're in the hospital, when you're in ICU. Beep, 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 beep. I don't want to hear those beeps. The only beep I want to hear is the alarm clock on the side of my bed having me to get up and go to my store and run my business. That's it. Okay? So I just thought that you guys, this was just a little pep talk, a little get off our butts and do. And this is not just for people who's watching this YouTube. This is for myself too. I have to watch myself. As in the beginning of this video, I told you how I was going crazy. Like, because I was being lazy. I didn't really want to prepare food. I just didn't want to. Okay, but I went back there in my freezer, my refrigerators, and I said, okay, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this corn, get these green beans that's frozen, get my tomatoes out, get my olive oil out, get my sea salt, all my stuff out. Let me make my own stuff. Okay, and that's what I did. And I'm not over full, but I feel good that I ate my own food, which I just about 95% do, except when me and my husband go to that Mexican restaurant and I get that veggie fajitas. Yeah, then I'm not, okay? But anyway, I just want to tell you guys that, and we just do the best that we can, okay? Talk to you guys later. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I will see you in my next video. Peace and blessings.